Polita said, is it difficult to start a website with a small portfolio? No, this is when things come in called style shoots. Okay, so style shoots don't have to be the big production that a lot of people talk about where you have to get all these vendors involved and all that stuff, all that jazz. Those take longer to coordinate and then to get pictures back. Invest in a really good camera. This is a great investment to invest in a good Nikon or a good Canon, because I love to take behind the scenes photos at my weddings, and I keep those pictures coming to myself while I'm waiting the 6 to 8 weeks to get the professional photos. So invest yourself in a nice camera. It doesn't have to be really expensive, but in a nice camera. Get your dining room table, put it outside, because outside lighting is the best, okay? Or go to Walmart and get those foldable 6 or 8 foot tables. Invest in one linen, because will you be able to use that again? Yes. You go to a bridal show, you've got a table already. You go to a bridal show or a venue show, you've got a linen already. Set it up outside at a park or in your house. Set up one table. Take a bunch of different angles. Take a shot over the plate of just the plate setting. Take a left angle of just the floral arrangement. Do a shot of the whole thing. Just get a few of those. If you do one of those things, you have 30 days of social media posts. That's a whole other topic I can talk about. 30 days of social media posts and you don't even have a client yet. So it's not difficult to start a website. You can also purchase some stock photos. I'm kind of weary on those because you don't know what other person has purchased that same stock photo and then they start wondering. So just grab a table. It'll take you an hour. Grab a table, put some decor on it. There you go. Other great things is if you have friends or family that just recently got married and they don't mind doing a style shoot for you, so you can just show you buttoning up a bride's dress. Don't show their face or anything, so you're not pulling credit that that's your bride, but just get shots of you buttoning up their dress or putting on a bustle, or get some shots of you sitting in an office and talking on the phone or going through an inventory. So there's a lot of things that you can do with that. So Polita, I hope that answers your question. Bella said, while taking courses, how would you start working on promoting your business at an affordable price? Okay, let's touch on that real quick, you guys. My mama says it best. If you run a business as a business, you get business results. If you run a business as a hobby, you get hobby results. I think for me, this is just for me, so don't take this for solid. I would not do a free event. This is just me. If you're going to do a free event, do what I did, okay? The biggest thing I tell people the best way to launch your business is to do a launch party. And someone did actually ask a question about that. I did a launch party for my business, okay? I contacted a venue. I did basically everything I would do to plan someone's wedding or event, I did for myself. So I hired a caterer, I booked a venue, I bought everything I needed for all the designs. I had tables, I had centerpieces, I had a catering buffet, I had a DJ, I had speakers, I had a poetess, I had a live artist, all the things that I think somebody would want at their event or wedding. The only thing I didn't have was a photo booth because I didn't even think they were really trendy back then. But I did a launch party. I created in my financial planning a budget to have a launch party. I invited vendors that I was just wanting to one day work with. I invited them. Why? Because I wanted them to see what I could do. I invited my family and friends and told them to invite anyone that they knew that was getting married. I was doing research on Instagram, Facebook, and finding people that were getting married. And I just said, hey, I just want to let you know I have this launch party coming up. I'd love to invite you out. You'll be able to meet a potential photographer, DJ. And I put it on everybody, not just myself. I had 6 potential brides show up to my launch party, and I booked 3 of them without any prior experience. Why? Because they didn't need that. They didn't need to see how many events or weddings I've already done, because they're in currently the presence of what my work can do. So I think the launch party is one of the best ways to launch your business, and you can do that event for free. Don't do free things because people talk. So if you do a free event for someone, and someone says, I love that event, how much do they charge you? Oh, girl, it was free. Now that person's calling you to do another thing for free, or you do a huge discount. You guys, with discounting, it's really better to do special promotions or special offers of value because you're at the beginning. Okay, the whole point is to bring in money, so don't keep giving the money away. So get to know your vendors, you guys. Building vendor relationships is huge. I got to know a photographer from the very, very, very beginning. She loved me. She loved what I wanted to do. So she said, for the next 6 brides that you book, if they book my services, I will give them a free engagement session. Wait, what? You'll what? That's a $250 to $350 to $500 value. So what did I do? As a booking special. Booking special, if you book my business, you will get a complimentary engagement session. That was huge. I didn't lose any money. None. Why? Because it was of value. But I still got paid for my full service, but they saw that they got a value. I got to know, have any of you guys seen Chip and Joanna Gaines, their show? I got to know their metal worker. So I built a relationship with them. He gives automatic 15% off of anything any of my brides order. So when I give benefits of hiring Colette's Creations, I can get you 20% off your invitations because why? I'm in the wedding planning program with Minton. I can get you a complimentary engagement session with this photographer. I have 3 now who offer the same thing. It's all coming from vendor relationships. So just at the very beginning, your pricing won't be obviously huge high, and you can put it in a photo price. Just be really careful on discounting yourself out of business, if that makes sense. Rochelle, what was the type of attorney to look over contracts? There's not really a type. You can creative attorneys are the best. You don't want to go to you need a tax attorney, but to look over contracts, you can really kind of contact any attorney and just tell them what you're looking for, and they'll tell you if they offer that service or they'll refer you to someone who does. They're all about referrals. So just contact an attorney, say, hey, this is what I'm looking for. Do you offer that service? If they don't, they'll refer you to someone who does in your area. Belle, how can I get started to start inventory for events? So Belle, there's a couple ways you can do it. You can give yourself a starter budget, $500,000, however much you want, and go buy some starter things. I tell people if you're going to do things, get it in sets of 10 because the average wedding is about 100 guests. So if you're going to do like the basic trio vase set where you've got the tall vase, the medium vase, and the small vase, and floating candles, get 10 sets of those. You're going to use it at some point in many weddings. Get 100 chargers. Gold or silver, that's a good way to start because you're going to go with one of those. Is it going to be gold or silver? Those are the most popular. Those are good basic things. Vases, candles, table numbers, like little frames or table numbers, and chargers. Those are great starter things to start with if you're going to do your own investment to kind of get started. Those are good starters.